So everyone's favorite YouTuber, Mr. Beast, has been making the headlines for some very weird reasons. He has been visiting Walmarts and Targets around the Eastern Coast because he's been getting complaints from his fans on Twitter that his new chocolate candy bars are not in stock at a lot of stores. So he took it upon himself to go to these stores and check out what the real reason was. And well, it was because they just weren't stocking the shelves with them, even though they had the chocolate bars in the back. And so I'm going to read this Kotaku article, but before I do, it is a hit piece on Mr. Beast. They say some things and use some vocabulary that um, is unnecessary and it's obvious to attack him. So I'm going to read it and I will give you my take on it, but it is quite interesting and also interesting why Kotaku obviously does not like Mr. Beast. So James Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, aka that YouTuber who does weird charity videos, aka that guy who you can already see that they do not like this guy. That guy who sold me a terrible burger is apparently visiting Walmarts and forcing employees to let him explore their storage areas and then making them restock his candy bars. All right, so he's forcing them to let him see their storage areas. So I used to work at a Meijer. If you know what Myers is, it's like a Walmart, and I used to work at Target. We have vendors like Nintendo vendors. If they sell a product at your store, they are allowed to go into the back and see the product and stock the shelves themselves. They're allowed to do that. Mr. Beast isn't forcing himself to go see his chocolate bars. He is allowed to do that. And then making them restock his candy bars. Later in the article, it will say that he restocked the shelves himself. He didn't force the employees to do that. So, a little background before we jump in. Mr. Beast, one of the most popular content creators in the world, has been expanding his empire beyond just creating videos with horrible thumbnails. One of his most recent side businesses is the successful Mr. Beast Bars, a line of chocolate candy bars that was initially only sold at Walmart. While the candy is now available at other places, a lot of Mr. Beast fans are going to Walmarts looking for his chocolate, and more recently, they've been finding empty shelves. Don't worry, Mr. Beast is here to personally step in and force overworked, underpaid retail workers to do a better job stocking his candy. Again, this is a hit piece. Oh, then it just starts talking about lawsuits that he's in. So on February 20th, Mr. Beast posted an image of a stack of his candy bars supposedly sitting in the back area of an unspecified store. He explained that after fans had complained of his candy not being available at Walmart and Targets, he had personally spent 15 hours visiting stores and helping them. They put that in quotations because, they really like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast tweeted, "I'm seeing this a lot, doing everything I can to restock stores with the new Feastables bar. Only so many I can put on a shelf. I spent 15 hours yesterday visiting Walmarts and Targets and seeing if they had inventory in the back and helping them put it out. This store was doing zero sales, and when I visited it had zero product on shelf. I found these in the back room and had them scan them in. I placed them on the shelves." And then it cuts off, but I think he says, yeah, I placed them on the shelf, then the store started selling a bar an hour, haha. Lots to unpack here. First is the fact that he didn't just find these in Walmart or Target's back rooms. Stock areas are reserved for employees and are not places you can freely visit, so that is not true. If you sell your products at the store, if you're a representative of those said products, you can go and see your products and see the inventory you have there. Same thing with if you've ever seen people stocking Coke or Pepsi products. They don't work at the Krogers or the Walmarts or anything. They are representatives of Coke and Pepsi. Now, he's a popular star and the founder of the company, so I'm not surprised they let him back there. But it's still weird to frame this as if Walmart staffers didn't know the candy bars were back there at all until he went poking around. Well, yeah, that's basically saying they knew. Like, you're saying they knew they were back there and they're just not stocking them. Like, as if it's done on purpose. Unless they just ran out and that's when Mr. Beast came rolling in. But I don't know, it seems like they've been out for a long time. So we'll go on. It also sounds like a very bad day for those folks working at the store. Mr. Beast posted this image at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time the day after he said he spent 15 hours checking store stock. Imagine coming in early or for your shift or getting ready to clock out after hours of work at a place you hate and meeting Mr. Beast's soulless eyes as he asks to go into your storage area and then makes you restock his candy bars right now. So they're making it seem like Mr. Beast has soulless eyes. They're making it seem like he's forcing them to restock the shelves. And they're making it seem like their day at work or them coming into work was they just got done being tortured. And now, no, they were just working at their normal job. These places tend to have systems and schedules for this stuff. It's not like Target wants to hold onto popular merchandise and never sell it. Again, so there are systems. Some stores have more accurate systems than others. But still, it's like, I don't know if they've just been out forever and they have just been, his stock has just been sitting in the back collecting dust. He could have come in they could have just been selling out constantly and people complained. And then he came in right when they got a shipment and right when they ran out. So this article is very vague. It doesn't tell us the details. And Mr. Beast didn't tell us the details. According to Mr. Beast, a man who once tricked his fans into doing free labor for him by asking them to fix up his candy bar displays. Hit piece. Most products don't have velocities like his chocolate does. So you have to stock the shelves more frequently or they sit empty. He ends the thread by saying he's learned a lot, which is funny. I think most people understand that popular products get restocked often. And when they aren't, people can't buy them right away. Seems pretty obvious. And a little dig at him at the end there. So basically with this article, my take on it is if you sell products at a store, especially popular products, you are allowed as a representative or owner of said product to go back and check your inventory and even put them out yourselves. Also, they could have just been out of chocolate bars constantly because of the popularity, and he wanted to go back there and see if they were really keeping up on them. Because, yeah, a lot of stores will stock throughout the day. They'll stock the shelves throughout the day, morning. And when I worked at Meijer, it was mainly just mornings throughout the afternoon. And then when I clocked in for the evening, we didn't stock. But maybe they stocked once a day, and once they were out, they were out. So, yeah, Mr. Beast just came in and helped them out with the stocking. And Kotaku did not like that at all. But I don't know. What are your guys' opinions on this? I've never watched a Mr. Beast video in my life. I'm not trying to defend him in any way. I just thought it was crazy that this person who wrote this article said he has no right going into the back, and that he was forcing employees to stock the shelves even though it's their jobs. But at the same time, the article states on his Twitter that he states that he was stocking the shelves, not forcing the employees. So, yeah, I've never been a huge fan of Kotaku, but this just proves right here that they will come at you if they do not like you. So I don't know what Mr. Beast did to them, but it must have been bad for them to not like Mr. Beast's soulless eyes. All right, thanks for watching.